Today's horoscope, Aries, April 19th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. Playing in your favor is the move of Mars into a supportive angle to your sign today, after an extended stay in your home and family sector. You tend to embrace your creativity and romantic side during this cycle that lasts until June 17th. Your energy levels are good, and you tend to assert yourself relatively easily. You have more energy at your disposal to express yourself creatively through activities with children, romantic activities, hobbies, or sports. You tend to put more energy into play and pleasure. Watch for an inclination to gamble. Otherwise, the coming weeks can be especially lively on creative, expressive, and romantic levels. This transit may have been a long time coming, as Mars, your ruler, has traveled at an incompatible angle to your sign since January 6th. Now, you feel more natural and energetic. While the chaotic energy from the post-shadows will surely make you feel fuzzy and disoriented, you'll luckily have some excellent cosmic energy working in your favor in the coming days. Mighty Mars, the red planet of sex, passion, and drive, will continue to make tracks through the sky as he sizzles upon the waves of your solar house of true love. As he smiles in a trine over to majestic Neptune, now orbiting in your solar house of identity, you'll feel like your heart, mind, and loins are inflamed. Use this feisty energy to go on a whirlwind quick trip with your lover, even if it's just a romp in the woods. What will inspire you? You may not have felt like this since the end of 2024. Focusing on your craft, chipping away at passion projects, and honing your skills could have fallen off to the wayside for months now. Luckily, your drive to be expressive and creative will surge once Mars re-enters Leo. Not only will your passion return, but this will also indicate that the post-shadow period for Mars retrograde is almost over. You have a few lingering issues to move past, but this should be relatively easy to do. Your sign is going to be getting a lot of planetary attention throughout the next several months, so get used to hearing general statements, which may or may not necessarily apply to your particular situation. What is critical that you do, however, is pay straightforward attention to your body and its health needs. You must drink plenty of water and get regular exercise. There is something going on, and you must be prepared to get the most out of the energy that you possibly can. You will feel more generous than usual on this day. This is a common effect of this vibration, and if you are already somewhat tight, be sure you don't give away too much. Consider giving of your time or expertise, if possible. And if it is money that you are asked for, just take care that you do not leave yourself short. You can exercise generosity without hurting yourself in the process. Just look for creative ways to meet the challenge. Another day and another planet on the move, and this time it is Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos, and your ruling planet, and the timing couldn't be better. 2 days before the Sun is due to leave Aries, Mars' return to a playful and creative part of your chart not only puts them in harmony, but as he moves straight into a friendly aspect to Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams there, with a new sense of what's possible. Mercury, who returned to Aries 2 days ago, is still aligned with Neptune, giving you a chance to not just dream it but to figure out the when, where, and how. This is the day that everything changes, but also when there is a chance to return to the promise that 2025 initially had. While you moved into the year with Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos in your romantic sector, just a few days later he retrograded back out, not to be seen again until now. Mars not only returns today but with Venus, the planet of love, on her way back to Aries for a do-over as well. Daily Planetary Overview. As Mars re-enters bold, expressive Leo, we officially begin the second half of the post-shadow period following Mars retrograde, a cycle that spanned from December 2024 into early January 2025. Think of this time as a cosmic checkpoint, where you're gently nudged to look back over the ground you've covered in the last few months. What challenges tested your resilience? What decisions sparked regret or growth? Which passions did you put on pause, and which ones are asking to be revived? Mars in Leo brings fire, flair, and a renewed sense of self-confidence, but only if you're willing to do the inner work. It's not about pretending everything's fine or forcing a comeback. Instead, this is your opportunity to reflect on what that retrograde revealed about your impulses, your desires, your confrontations, and your courage. There may still be loose ends to tie up, conflicts to resolve, actions to finish, or dreams to reignite, but the energy is shifting in your favor. Think back to a time recently when things didn't go as planned. Maybe you felt blocked, misunderstood, or like your energy was just out of sync. Mars retrograde can often feel like swimming upstream. Now, as Mars strides confidently into Leo, it's as though you've reached a calmer stretch of the river. You're invited to flow again, but this time with awareness, wisdom, and maybe a little more grace. This transit is also a chance to reinvigorate your relationships. Whether romantic, platonic, or professional, your genuine warmth and openness are magnetic right now. You may find that people are naturally drawn to you, eager to spend time or engage in deeper conversations. If you felt disconnected from someone you care about, this is a perfect time to reconnect, not with pressure, but with presence. On a romantic level, the energy is ripe for intimacy and shared joy. Couples may find themselves rediscovering each other, and singles might notice sparks flying in unexpected places. Try planning something simple yet heartfelt, like a spontaneous evening walk or a meal shared without distractions. Sometimes the most meaningful moments aren't planned but lived with intention. You may also find yourself questioning your direction or feeling a little uninspired in your personal life. If your routines feel stale and your relationships slightly muted, this is the cosmos gently prompting you to shake things up. Organize an outing, reconnect with old friends, or try something completely out of the ordinary. Paint, dance, hike, or volunteer. Re-engaging with life in new ways can spark the kind of energy that's been missing. Financially, the stars are aligned in your favor. If you've been considering making a move, whether it's a new investment, a side hustle, or simply reviewing your budget, this is a favorable time to act. Trust your instincts, but don't rush. Look for deals, stay organized, and make decisions based on long-term value, not fleeting temptation. That purchase you're eyeing, ask yourself, will this still bring me joy or benefit in a month? Clarity and confidence will guide you toward the right choices. On the physical front, now is the time to reconnect with your body. If you've let movement slip through the cracks lately, maybe in favor of long workdays or cozy nights, and don't beat yourself up. Instead, use this Mars-fueled momentum to ease back into physical activity in a way that feels enjoyable. You don't have to become a marathon runner overnight. Even short, invigorating walks, stretching with the morning sun, or trying a new fitness class can do wonders for your energy and mood. Remember, movement is not punishment, it's a celebration of what your body can do. And lastly, be mindful not to overextend yourself. With all this forward momentum, it might be tempting to say yes to everything. But taking on too much can quickly deplete the very energy you're trying to harness. You don't need to prove your worth through productivity. Your value is inherent. Rest when you need to. Say no when necessary. Boundaries, after all, are a form of self-respect. So as Mars charges ahead in fiery Leo, let this be your reminder: you are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to outgrow old patterns. You are allowed to want more for yourself, your relationships, your work, and your joy. Take a moment and ask yourself, what lesson did Mars retrograde leave you with? Is there a part of your life that's asking for more honesty, more bravery, more love? Let me know in the comments what this period has brought up for you. Have you had any realizations? Is there something you're ready to release or ready to begin again? Your experience could inspire someone else who's navigating a similar path. Whatever you're facing, remember, this is your time to rise, to reflect, and to move forward with renewed purpose. One thoughtful step at a time.